So it's been a while since our last Warped guide, and after today, let me just say that I have been enlightened, my eyes have been open, and it's time to induct you guys as well into the cult of the Berserk Faedrake. What is up, guys? Meower here, back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So, buckle up. This video is gonna be a bumpy ride, but at the end of it, you too will become a believer. So, over the course of today, I've received quite the overload of information on how to properly build a war pet. So, before I get started, I want to make a few things clear. This build, especially for the Berserk Faedrake that I will be discussing, is made for Nico Kanara. Yes, I know Berserk Faedrake has near, but Meower, you're trolling? You're making stuff up? No, 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 no. This is for Nico Kanara, and I'm gonna be breaking down why and how it works. So that is number one. Number two, I would like to give a big shout out for a member of the community that is building a Warped damage calculator. Big shout out to LTS, his own member RHOENEE, for building this calculator and pretty much showing me the way to the light on how to properly build warpets. So I will probably gonna be revisiting every single warpet I've ever built and throw away every single guide I've made, of course with the exception of the three mathematically correct builds, because they still hold their own and they're still 100% accurate. So shout out to the professor as well. We miss you in the COD community, bro. And finally, I hope this build doesn't get nerfed. So let me just showcase what this build can do, and then I'm going to be diving in on how it works and why it works and everything in between. So first, let me just prepare my Nico Kanara and show you how it works with ranged units. Let me find a Warlock first so I can queue it into fighting here, and then I'll showcase the potential of this build, and then we're going to be going back into the game to review the battle report and showcase the evidence that Nico Kanara at maximum range with long range warfare, the Berserk Faedrake's arrogance pops off. And for some reason, I can't find a single Warlock Darkling. Hello? Where is the Warlock Darklings? Well, this is awkward. There it is. So we're going to be hitting this, and then we're going to be going over here. So this is a sample of the damage this build can do. So look at this. 36,000 crit against a Darkling. But Meower, this is versus a Darkling. Okay, what about this? 94,000 crit versus a Rally. Versus a Rally. I have never seen this number before in my life. 94,000 damage? Hello? Balanced? Anything? What am I looking at here? My goodness. God damn. So, how does this build work? Well, there are a few things that you need to understand to truly grasp how war pets should really function and the way they build, which is how damage factor is calculated. And this is a rough estimate, but it gives us or points us into the direction that can help us run estimates and build proper builds that will help both the community and ourselves to properly figure out what direction we want to go for. So again, big shout out to RHOENEE for pulling this together, and it goes damage factor times crit rate percent times crit damage plus damage factor plus non-crit rate plus non-crit damage plus total damage increase equals the total damage. So all you mathematical nerds, you can look at this, point at it from any direction you want, and you'll probably figure it out on your own. But since I am not a mathematical nerd, so I don't have much to add onto this, except I have seen the way that he runs his math, and I am very inclined to blindly believe it. But of course, this is after having a VC with him and walking through the process on how he reached those numbers. So for me, I already believe him. But moving on. This is a quick, frequently asked question on his tool that will be coming out soon. It will be a website. I'll be sure to let you guys know on how to access it and where you can find it and everything in between, of course, because the whole point of 99% of my videos is to help the community, help you guys improve your gameplay, because when everyone is better at the game, it just makes it more enjoyable for everyone in the long run. So right now, the way he structures his warpets is that he does not use any skill that augments his march. He just goes all in on stuff that makes the pet deal more damage. And the reason for that is simple. The way the pet can deal more damage is that it can reach up to 4,500 factor damage. That is around 60 factor per applied pet skill. The 8 pet skill deals almost a damage of a whole legion. So we've seen it happen. We have never seen any either attack anything really except Goldcrest reached a number of 94,000. So I am very inclined to believe that he is right on the math that buffing Legion did not prove to have much effect as having pet damage skills. So he runs the math here and he showcases everything, and then he runs the rage cycle, the rage skill, and everything. So it just proves more and more that having a maniac might will only increase from 180 to 185 versus having a literal nuke attached to your march. So I've been building up towards this build, but Meower, what's the build? Well, here is the build, baby. The build goes as follows, right? And this is, of course, within the parameters of a perfect warpet. So we can see here is that there is the arrogance and with the maximum 9 stacks, which you can reach with Nico Canara, and I will show you in a second when I'm done reviewing the build and showing why it works. So arrogance as a warped skill is a stackable one. However, once it's fully stacked, it literally has one of the highest damage factors and damage potentials in the game, and we can see it on the far right here. The base skill damage with this build between arrogance and forceful arrogance. We're not going to be picking up terrible arrogance on this because we don't have a Ferrondo. And if you don't know what terrible arrogance does, it does this pretty much. Where is arrogance here? I'm going to scroll down here. Whoops. We're going to scroll down, scroll. Terrible arrogance basically only really benefits from having cowardice. When inflicting cowardice upon a legion, your legion also gains fierce, an extra stack of fierce mark, but we don't need it because of the interaction I'm about to showcase. So this is useless for us, and then we're gonna pick up forceful arrogance that increases the damage potential of the arrogance by miles. So forceful arrogance increases damage by 70%. Let's just take it review it on my warpet that I will be using as my guinea pig for this. It is going to increase the damage by roughly 37%. So, and then we're going to go for Fierce Strike with Super Fierce Strike. And this setup pretty much guarantees our Fierce Strike to proc every single time our deputy casts its rage skill. And the reason for that is Fierce Strike on its own has a 40% chance to proc, and then with Super Fierce Strike, it becomes an extra 50, and with maxed out luck it's pretty much guaranteed a 60%. So 40 plus 60 is 100% chance to proc Fierce Strike. So we have our bases for both of them, and then we're going to be augmenting them to the max, because the maximum number that you can get with both Blood Roar and Angry Roar is 100% crit chance when both attributes are maxed out. And then you're gonna go for Fatal Bite for 100% crit damage when your strength is also maxed out. And then Tooth and Claw to increase even more, 32% damage increase to reach a sum total of 5,452 damage factor. I rest my case. Like, if you're not a believer by now, I don't know what else can make you believe this. Like, I saw this and my jaw pretty much dropped. Like, this is crazy. This is insane, and we've seen it right here. Like, I am inclined to believe this because there is no other way you can ever achieve this damage. Like, this damage is just off the charts pretty much. Like, we've never seen this damage anywhere in COD's history, and from reviewing so much battle reports, this is crazy. This is insanely cracked. So, where am I leading with this? Now, for Nico Kanara and where they set up in this is that you're not going to be needing to limit yourself I running a Ferrando March because I am cavalry hater number one, so I want to avoid cavalry, but I still want to get the benefits of their insane damage. So as you can see, I'm already getting 2 stacks of arrogance whenever I proc suppressive fire. And if you don't know what suppressive fire is, it's basically the seasonal talent that you can pick up very easily. So you're going to be picking up suppressive fire. For this, it is core, and this works with long range warfare. You're going to be very easily stacking it up. You're already getting here stack, 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 and then you're going to be going for a full stack suppressive fire with arrogance. As you can see, at turn 5, you've already fully stacked it. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And then it only works once your deputy casts the rage skill by 2 turns. So our Kinara is going to be casting its Rattlesnake Strike at turn 13, and then at turn 15, right here, Arrogance will be procced, and it's already dealing 1.5k at a 0-star talent with 0 augmentations whatsoever. So the sky is the limit, and I hope with this I have converted you to the church or the cult of the Berserk Faedrake, and you too will be seeing the light once I release the rest of the Warped guides and showing you the potential these little creatures, those little gremlins, can reach. Because I have pretty much realized that I've been building pets incorrectly ever since they came out. So from now on, I'll just be following this little principle on the best way to build the war pet and get the most value and the most bang for my buck. And at the same time, I'll be raffle stomping noobs, killing them easily, and just having pretty much 3 commanders now on my march instead of having 2 commanders and a little pathetic attempt to augment them. Anyway, guys, that is it for today's video. I hope you like it. I will be sure to release for the following pets as well: the Golden Rock, the Night Rock, the Snow Peak Rock, and I think the other 2 were the Sapphire Faedrake and the Shadow Faedrake, but we have them already. So we're just going to be showcasing for the other 3 till the Poisonous Lizard is also done and we can find out the best direction to take it in order to properly poison people, whoever dares to touch our marches. So that is it for today's video. Big shout out for RHOENEE and for calculating all this and giving us the opportunity and showing us the way to properly build our war pets. I will be sure to link his tool the moment it is ready for the public. And well, that is pretty much everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, join the Discord. The link is in the description. we've started talking so much about Warpets lately, it would be a shame to not have you guys participate in those talks as well so that everyone can benefit from everyone else. But on that note, have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Meow meow. If you enjoyed this video, click here to watch the next video. Oh, meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow. Meow meow meow. Meow 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 meow.